everybody, my name is Python and welcome back to another episode here of Minecraft Survival from Python's World. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a mini world tour, and that is because this is episode 225 in total of this entire series, guys. So as always, I do want to say a massive thank you for all of your lovely support throughout this new season, and of course this series in general, my friends. I very much do appreciate it. Of course, if you guys are still enjoying this series and want to continue showing your support, the best and easiest way to do so is simply to drop a like. So before going on a mini tour of our world, everything that we've done since episode 200 overall, which believe it or not actually includes things from season 3, I thought I'd go ahead and mention a couple of things right at the start here. Number one, yes, there is a map download. It's taken from the very start of today's episode. You guys will spawn in this building here, and these two chests contain all of the gear and ender chest contents, alright? So you got everything right here that you need to get yourself started. The second thing to mention, ladies and gentlemen, is for any of you guys who are new to the series or simply need a bit of a refresher, how it works with this whole series is every 25 episodes I do a tour of everything I've done since the last tour. So in this case, episode 225, we are touring everything we've done since episode 201 overall. Now, when it comes to the completely full world tours, we do them every 100 episodes. So of course, episode 100, 200, 300, etc, etc. So the last full world tour would have been episode 200. So yeah, guys, hopefully I did a good enough job of explaining that. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be grabbing our gear out and actually heading back to our season 3 area of the world, which we named Seatropolis. Oh yeah, this is going to be a right little throwback for a lot of you folks, and certainly a throwback for me. So then, since we're in the season 4 area of the world, I think it would be a nice idea to actually show you guys how to get to the season 3 area of the world. So of course, we need to head on into the nether. We need to grab ourselves a boat and use our ice boat road. So, oh, hey, okay. That's how it's gonna be, is it? I don't think so there, son. Get wrecked, you son of a gun. Alrighty, guys. So, we're approaching the intersection here. If we went left, we would wind up back at the Season 1 Flora Valley portal. However, if we went right here and followed this ice boat road all the way to the end of its destination, we are going to wind up at the Season 3 area of the world portal, the Seatropolis portal. You know, one of these days, ladies and gentlemen, I might actually get round to decorating these here tunnels. Ah, what a lovely thing that would be, huh? To have this all done. But this tunnel is over 2,000 blocks long. That would be a massive task, wouldn't it? I wasn't kidding, guys. Over 2,000 blocks long. So here we are. This first portal will take you to Seatropolis. This second portal will take you over to the survival island type house base thingy from season 3 as well. However, we're going to Seatropolis here because this is going to be where we have actually done stuff since episode 200. I mean, largely speaking, the things that we have done around here basically involves these two massive structures here, which are supposed to be guardian farms. We had a guardian temple there and a guardian temple over there, and I decided to make a double guardian farm out of it. Now, guys, we've got a big problem. A big problem. Because, can you guys see anyone spawning in there? Because I can't. And I only realized that just before starting today's episode here. So at some point, maybe I need to try and do some troubleshooting. Maybe there was a snapshot somewhere along the lines that sort of cancelled out the Guardian spawning from what would have been the Guardian temples here. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. I won't lie, it kind of sucks that it actually doesn't work. But I can still go ahead and sort of show you guys the ins and outs of this thing. I mean, if we were to head on over here, you guys are going to see that it's basically just a giant cube with a large platform of soul sand at the bottom, producing quite a lot of bubbles and also producing quite a lot of lag. Look at that. We're only down to about 30, 35 frames per second, which is craziness. But yeah, the simple premise is the Guardians would spawn in there, immediately get shot up to the top, follow the water streams down here, and then into the water blade, where they would eventually die down at the central chamber here. So yeah, we can get down to the bottom just by dropping down. We've got ourselves a bunch of villages here, and these guys serve a very, very basic purpose. We get ourselves a hell of a lot of fish from our Guardian farm, or did do anyway, and basically the simple simple idea is we're able to sell the cod to the villagers and get ourselves a bunch of XP and emeralds, which is very, very cool, of course. I mean, to be honest, this has definitely got to be one of my proudest builds and projects that I've ever done and actually finished. I mean, you know, the functional part of it anyway. This whole chamber here, I absolutely love this thing. If I'm able to find some sort of fix for the Double Guardian farm, then I'm gonna go ahead and give it a go, because I really would like to get this thing back up and running, because this project took a hell of a long time to get finished, man. It really did. So yeah, we got everything from fish to salmon to even these bad boys right here. We got puffy fish, we got prismarine crystals. Oh, we got all sorts of amazing stuff going on around here, guys. And yeah, like I say, I wouldn't mind trying to get this thing back up and running, because in its heyday, this would get you from no levels to 30 levels in just a matter of like a minute or so. It was absolutely ridiculous as an XP farm. It really was. But anyways, guys, the only other real thing to mention here is the fact that we've got ourselves a quad beacon setup having all of the effects here. We've got ourselves speed 2, strength 2, resistance, regeneration, and haste 2. I would love to have a quad beacon setup for our freaking season 4 area. That'd be so nice. But anyways, yeah, we can easily get out of here just by going up this soul sand elevator, and bada bing, bada boom, we're just about there. I mean, eventually, I would very much like to try and come back to this area and see if we can get some more stuffs going with it. There's a lot more plans that I have in mind for this area. So yeah, like I say, the first hurdle is trying to get these Guardian farms back up and working. It might involve some chunk trickery. Maybe I'll try and copy some chunks from when it last worked and paste it into this version and see if that does the job. I honestly have no idea. If you guys have any ideas as to how I might be able to fix that, then do let me know, because honestly, I'd be up for trying about anything at this point. So for those of you guys who are interested in actually watching me go through the process of building this entire area, I would go ahead and advise that you guys click on the playlist link on screen for you guys right now. It is literally every single episode that we have done for this series. At the time of me recording this episode anyway, it'll be 225 episodes in that freaking playlist. But if you just want to see the things that I've done since episode 200, then that's where you should start, episode 200, and go on from there. So then, the next thing we're going to do is head on over to Flora Valley and the Season 1 area of the world, because that is going to be where I've actually done some more stuff. So we go back into the portal here, and we grab our boat, and we follow this all the way along. So there, of course, is the Season 4 intersection marked by a whole bunch of torches. But if we follow the ice boat road along, we're going to wind up at the Flora Valley Season 1 portal. So there we are. One of the only bits in the nether that's actually, well, complete. So heading on through, we're going to be back at Flora Valley, and I've got a few things to go ahead and show you guys around here that we've done since episode 200 overall. But first of all, a nice little snooze. So then, the first thing we need to show you guys is the revamped diamond mining room. Now, originally, this was simply a branch mine. It didn't really go anywhere, but now there's like a proper room at the bottom, and we've got a lot of things going on here. So back in 1.17 and prior, of course, the ideal diamond mining level would have been Y11. But of course, you could also go up to Y13 or down to Y9, down to Y7, or even all the way down to Y5, where, as you can see, the bedrock layer would have started. But of course, in 1.18, all of the bedrock was replaced with deep slate, and you can now go below Y0, which is awesome. So yeah, this was essentially my revamped diamond mining room. I don't know how effective it's going to be nowadays, of course, considering we've got the 1.18 ore distribution, but maybe just for old time's sake, maybe one of these days we try and do ourselves a little bit of a diamond mining trip down here again, huh? Maybe try to revive that whole 1,000 diamond ore mining challenge that we usually wind up trying to do, huh? Yeah. But anyways, yeah, this little shaft right here goes all the way down to some 1.18 caves. I don't really feel a need to go and show you guys that, but yeah, this is one of the things that we've done since episode 200. And just like the old days, you can go ahead and put all of the stuff you managed to get inside of this chest here, send it up, and it would automatically unload at the top. This part of the mine shaft, I think, was only made on like episode 5 of the entire series. It has been here for many, many years, and and still works an absolute freaking treat. I mean, look at that. There's actually stuff in there. One of the other things we did since episode 200 was actually finishing off one of our so-called pizza slices for the Flora Fields project here. This is, of course, the wheat section. We've got some nice little 3x3 custom trees going on here. Let's have a closer look at those real quick. And, yeah, we've got a lot more still to be done over in this section of the world, haven't we, guys? We've got all of the pizza slices left still to do. We could do, like, a potato one, a carrot one, beetroot, pumpkins, all that kind of stuff. We've got lots of stuff still to be done. But, yeah, I'm very, very excited to get back to this because, yeah, as you can see, it's not just wheat. We've got all manner of decorations around here as well. We've got scarecrows, little mini lakes with sugarcane, custom trees, little boulder formations. I mean, it's pretty nice, isn't it? There's a nice amount of character to it, I feel. So, yeah, like I say, I'm excited to get back to this. I really, really am. It'll be nice for our windmill here to finally be surrounded by a completed farmland area, wouldn't it? So, moving on, this is one of the things we've actually made in Season 4. Towards the very beginning of Season 4, actually. This is our cattery, ladies and gentlemen. So, for the longest time, all of the cats in here, they were just sort of in a fenced-off area, and now they have a proper little area. We've got Jelly here, and we've got our two cats right here, which very closely look like my real-life cats. I've got Marmite here, which looks extremely very like my cat in real life, and then we've got Pickles here. This is about the closest I could find to my real-life cat, but, yeah, it's still pretty cool, right? We've got all the cats. All the cats, I say. All of them. And yeah, this is possibly the very first build in our entire world that actually makes usage of the 1.18 blocks. You know, the deep slate here. Looks pretty good, right? I really like the little cat pixel art at the front of it as well. And if I may, I just wanted to explain a couple of things. Yeah, the start of Season 4 was a very, very slow start. There was a hefty delay between episodes at the start of Season 4, and the reason that was is because we were playing in the 1.18 snapshots. And in the 1.18 snapshots, of course, they were going ahead and adding in all of the brand new caves and various other bits and bobs to the world, you know, essentially changing the absolute core fundamentals of how Minecraft terrain generation is done. Now, as a result of that, there were a fair amount of occasions where I just couldn't play in the world because it was just too buggy. So essentially, yeah, that's the reason why there were hefty gaps between episodes at the beginning of the series. And to be honest, I very much do imagine that that contributed to the downfall of the hype of this series pretty early on, which is definitely kind of sad to see. But in hindsight, I think what I really should have done is started Season 4 in 1.18, not the snapshots. So, yeah, lesson learned, eh, guys? But there's still a good amount of support on the episodes nonetheless, and of course I do want to thank all of you guys who have been sticking by me for all of this time. I very much appreciate all of your lovely support, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff still to be done in this season. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, there really, really is. So, the final thing to show you guys is Flora Meadows, or actually, if you guys prefer, a user by the name of James Matai suggested renaming Flora Meadows to Creeper Meadows. The reason for that will become clear very, very shortly. So heading into the Nether Realms, we need to go back to that Season 4 intersection on our boat road. Can you guys remember what it was marked by? If you've been listening, you'll know. That's right, the intersection with the torches. We simply stop here and then we go on our merry way on foot. We definitely need to go ahead and extend the ice boat road down here now, don't we? Yeah. Anything to shorten the time of our journeys is a welcome sight indeed for this fella. It really is. I like being able to just get straight on with things. I really do. But anyways, we're here nonetheless. So here we are, going through the portal to our Season 4 area of the world. So here we go. Oh, hello there, buddy. Oh, you're slightly dead now, bud. Yeah? Alright, cool. So we head on out here, and I think probably the best way of showing you guys this area is from the sky. So let's do exactly that. Use our elytra and have a little bit of a look around. As you guys can see, we have a ginormous flat area, and this is the Creeper Meadows area of the world. The Season 4 area of the world. The Season 4 project area of the world. We've got ourselves a couple of giant bridges we're going to be making over these ginormous rivers here. And yeah, just all in all, there's a lot of stuff still to be done, as I said earlier, guys. So, going ahead and showing you guys just a few bits and bobs here. We've got ourselves some shulker boxes and various bits and bobs left over from when we organized our shulker boxes in our ender chest. We've got ourselves our first few villagers of this area here as well. We've got unbreaking. We've got a guy that we can sell iron to. And we've also got looting. And somewhere around, we've also got a little bit of mending as well. I'm pretty sure it's this guy. There we are. So there you go. If you're looking for villagers, look no further. But in terms of the builds that we've done in the Season 4 area of the world so far, pretty much, largely speaking, it is just these two here. I know it doesn't look like much, but believe me, a lot of time was spent on each of these builds. We're going big or going home with this season, my friendos. Oh, yes, we are. So hopefully that is reflected in the quality of these builds and how they look. And yeah, hopefully it's something that you guys will enjoy as time goes on. So check it out, my friends. This is the Tower of the Pythonator. And can you figure out why we have renamed this area to Creeper Meadows? Huh? Huh? Can you figure it out? What are those windows got in there, huh? Creeper faces. What does this window have in it? A creeper face. What do I have on my face? A creeper face. So, to be honest with you guys, the reason why this build was made in the first place, the whole purpose of this build, believe it or not, is actually just to store the comment question of the video books. Obviously, we need to get this one out because we need to do it in just a bit. But as you can see, as time goes on, we will be filling up these chests with the comment of the video books. We do one comment every single episode. And believe it or not, the old comment question of the video book storage base is actually completely full now, which is why we made this build as a new one. So as you guys saw, we went up the stairs there and we are now in our utility area, which is absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and have a little bit of a snooze again, and we shall tour the rest of this area before ending off the episode. So as you can see, we've got various bits and bobs here. We have ourselves our ender chest, some storage, a cartography table. I mean, to be honest, you guys can pretty much just see everything that's here, right? We've got a loom, we've got this so we can compost a bunch of foliage if we need to, and then we can go all the way up to the attic, which apparently has a bee in it? Eh? How? Well, I must have left this open at some point, and this guy just flew right on up. How? Honestly, I don't understand this game sometimes. I don't know how a bee managed to get all the way up here. I mean, he must have been one determined little bee. Huh? Little adventurer bee. Anyways, back to the tour. We have ourselves our storage area, our preliminary Season 4 storage area. Of course, we're going to make ourselves a proper storage area, maybe even an automated one at some point in Season 4. But as you guys can see, we've got various bits and bobs in here, and this is basically the one-stop shop if you guys are looking for resources to do your own building on this world, if you so wish. I mean, look at it. There's everything. There's so much stuff. All right, Mr. B. Well, it looks like you're going to be our resident for up here, so I might as well go ahead and close that and keep you in there. I mean, why not? So yeah, I've actually designed this place in rather a clever way because we can literally just fall down the middle there to get down to the bottom real quick, and then we've got like a spiral staircase that goes all around it so we can get back up again, which is absolutely fantastic. So there we are, drop it all the way back down, and all is looking well. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the library. We actually only made this in the last episode, but oh my goodness, it's a big old build. And yep, one of you guys did it. You made the comparison. I was waiting for the time when someone would make the comparison. It's the Krusty Krab from SpongeBob, isn't it? It is. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the library, which is going to be home to our so-called Project Pokemon Librarian Edition project, a series-long project whereby we have 35 slots for the 35 top-tier enchanted books, and the idea is the first enchanted book trade on each of the villages is one of the 35 top-tier enchanted book trades. So yeah, the villagers would go in these pods here, the lecterns, of course, are their workstation, and then we have a barrel for all of the various trading resources and goodies that we managed to get from these guys. The idea with the item frames is we go ahead and we put some sort of item in there. So for example, a mending book, we could put just the enchanted book in there, maybe maybe even name it so we can hover over it and then we see what the trade is. But in the case of, let's say, a bow trade like Power 5, maybe we'll put a bow in the item frame instead. Maybe with boots we have Depth Strider 3, maybe we have Aqua Affinity with a helmet, right? You get what I mean? It's a pretty cool idea, isn't it? And of course, no library is complete without an enchant area. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I just realized something though. Aren't these trapdoors going to block off the levels? Yeah, I should probably get rid of these, huh? Yeah, that's a good idea. There we go. I'm glad I spotted that. You see? That's why world tours are good. You go around your world and you spot things that need doing, don't you? But anyways, moving on to the final bit of the tour here. We've got ourselves an upstairs area here with even more villager trading pods. We've got a little bit of a storage room back here, which is mostly going to store the various trading resources and emeralds we may wind up getting. And finally, we can go up to the very top floor to our lovely little garden seating area. I kind of wanted to go for a little bit of a sort of semi-modern kind of style with this, which is why we've got a garden in here in the first place. And of course, because I am the Flower Pot King, and I always have been the Flower Pot King, and I always will be the Flower Pot King, there's flower pots literally all over the place. I mean, look at it. There's one there, there's 4 there, 2, 3, oh, there's so many. There's so many, dudes. But yeah, largely speaking, that is just about it in terms of what we have done since episode 200/episode 201. So yeah, stuff in season 1 area of the world, season 3 area of the world, and season 4. We've done a lot of stuff all over the place, my friends, and I'm very excited to see just how much more stuff we can get done before the episode 250 tour, where we will tour everything that we would have done from next episode 226. So yeah, guys, that is it. That is the tour of everything we've done since episode 200. So let's do the comment of the day to end off today's episode. We've actually got 2 comments to go ahead and answer today. We have Dan Haas, who says, absolutely loving this return to your roots. Python's World was always my favorite series. It's obvious you have a lot invested in this world, and it's paid off. Hey, Dan, thank you so much for those kind words, and abso-freaking-lutely. One thing I've always said over the years on this channel is Python's World is legit the only series and world I think I've ever properly been attached to. This series has literally seen me through a lot of stuff in real life. It's seen me through several moves to different houses. It's seen me through various life events as well. And just, it's nice to always have this thing to come back to, my friends. It really, really is. And on a more basic level, this entire series started when I only had 17,000 subscribers. And it was the series that skyrocketed this channel up to where it is now, and with just over 500,000 subscribers now, we've still got this series going, guys. It's kind of crazy, isn't it, when you think about it, how long this has gone on for. Now, obviously, there was over a 2-year break in between season 3 and season 4, and I must admit, I never thought I'd actually bring this series back. But here we are. Yeah. So the second comment is from Martin Hart. Great library build. I feel the full world tour every 100 episodes made sense when you had a Python's World episode almost every day. But with the current schedule, this means years could go between tours. Maybe consider every 50 episodes instead. It's a nice thought, and I really appreciate you bringing that up. And it certainly makes sense. But one thing I like with this whole series is continuity. So we're going to continue with what we're doing here. Every 100 episodes will be a full world tour of literally everything we've done in this entire world. And let's be honest, guys, if the episodes are coming slightly less often, it means that when the world tours do come, they're a little bit more special of an occasion, right? Whereas if we did it daily, it would only take like 25 days to have another world tour. And I don't know, it just doesn't seem that special of an occasion when things are done that often, if you get what I mean. What's that old saying? Absence makes the heart grow fonder? I think that has particular relevance here, right? You wait for something, you anticipate it more. The quicker something comes, the less anticipation there is and the less hype there is, right? And of course, the other thing to mention is if if we do wind up dying on our ultra hardcore world, then yeah, we will literally be back to only having this series on the channel. So yeah, guys, it's a good time on this channel at the minute. I'm really enjoying my current upload schedule. I'm really enjoying my world here, and I'm really enjoying just making videos for you guys still. I've literally been on YouTube now for over 11 years, guys, which is absolutely ridiculous, and not a day has gone by where I haven't enjoyed making videos for you folks. I mean, if I didn't want to make videos, then I just flat out wouldn't. I'm emotionally driven like that. I really am. If I don't feel like doing something, I just flat out won't. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is indeed going to wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course for all of your support, of course. I very much do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed the episode, a like would go a very long way towards helping out the series and the channel. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to ding that bell if you don't want to miss out on my future episodes from this series. And yeah, next time we come back for a world tour, hopefully there's going to be a whole bunch more stuff for you guys to see in this area of the world in particular. But for now, thanks for watching, have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye!